So the first of these is honesty. That's a big one. A lot of coaches are really uncomfortable being honest with their athletes and honest with the people in their class. We like to be facilitators a lot. We like to cheerlead, we like to facilitate. Those are all really good things. However, you cannot do too much facilitation. You have to give some pushback. So if people look like crap when they're doing a movement, they need to know about it. If people have too much weight on the bar and that is going to be detrimental to the movement pattern, they need to know about it. So you need to be comfortable going up to athletes and say, hey, I think you have too much weight on the bar, you're not getting down to parallel, you're gonna get a lot more benefit out of the movement by reducing the load and getting lower. Which takes us into our next point. Always give a why chaser. So the analogy that I kind of like to give with it is, let's say you're taking a shot. That would be the form of, like, let's say a little bit of negative feedback, something that we might not like to hear, like we have too much weight on the bar, and then offering a why chaser with it. Chasers always make it go down smoother, and that is what telling people why. So if I'm going to go up to an athlete who's got a lot of pride and tell them, hey, you've got probably 40 pounds too much weight on that bar, and I need to be able to tell them why in a way that they're going to be buying into that and excited to buy into that. We don't just want to walk up and say, take the weight off, that's too heavy, you're not going low enough. While that might be true, let's give it to them in a way that's digestible, in a way that they know that that's going to benefit them. Like I said before, you're going to get a little bit lower, you're going to hit more of the muscle, you're going to improve your movement pattern, and you're going to improve your overall strength. Let's take a little bit of weight off the bar, let's go down, get you a little bit lower. And the last of the three is tactile cueing. So we talked about that in a previous video as that being one of the three ways in which we can communicate and the three ways in which people learn, putting your hands on people. So a lot of people might struggle in, let's say, something like the hinge pattern. So sometimes people get way too squatty with their knees, so going up to them and grabbing their kneecap, squeezing their kneecap and letting them know not to enter flexion past a certain amount. Walking up behind them, pulling their hips back. Little things like on a push-up, grabbing the pelvis, tilting it in the right position so it's not an anterior tilt. If I walk up to someone doing a push-up and I say, hey, your pelvis is in anterior tilt, they're not going to know what the hell that is. So I'm going to need to walk up to them, put my hands on their hips, and actually rotate it, shift it into the correct position. So it's a huge component of on-the-floor coaching.